Hi, welcome to Beauty Over 50. My name is Kim. Today I wanted to try a challenge for myself. If you've watched any of my previous eyeshadow tutorials or get ready with me's, I typically use a minimum of 3 eyeshadows. So my challenge for today is to create an eyeshadow look with only 2 shadows. And this is the final result. I'll show you how I came upon it, but here it is. Now, what inspired me to do this was Natasha Denona recently released an eyeshadow duo called the Essential Duo. And it combines 2 eyeshadows, a matte shadow and a shimmer shadow. The matte shadow is a warm, taupey, very neutral shade from her larger Glam palette. And the shimmer shade is a sort of a pinky champagne shimmery shadow that is incorporated in her I Need a Nude palette. Now, I don't have the Essential Duo, but I do have both of those larger palettes. I have the Glam palette and I also have the I Need a Nude palette. So what I'm going to do, so I do have the 2 essential colors. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go and try this look with just 2 shadows, see how it goes. For me, it would require that the matte shade in particular is very buildable so that I could almost, as if I were using a 3rd shadow, because I really do like to create dimension here on my hooded eye. So I'm really happy with the look. Let's get started on how I created this look, and I'd love to know your opinions at the end. Before I get started, let's just take a look at the shadows in the pan. This here is a shimmery shadow in the I Need a Nude palette. It is a gorgeous pinky shimmer shade. You can apply it with your finger or you can apply it with sort of a denser shadow brush. It's beautiful. From the Glam palette, we'll be using this shade here, which is called Transition, and it is a beautiful buildable matte. So yeah, I think the 2 make a great combo. All right, so currently I don't have any eye makeup on. I do have my eyeshadow primer in Urban Decay, and I put a little setting powder on top of that, and now I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow. I'm going to get started with the color in Transition, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. I'm just going to start light, and then I'm going to hope to build to create some dimension like I would if I had been using 3 or more shadows. More and more lately, I've been, a lot of the instructions is to use this windshield wiper motion, which is great if you're using a really good quality shadow. But I saw a suggestion from a YouTuber recently and gave it a try. And yeah, with the older lids, it's better first, I'm finding, to dab the shadow on in order to get the coverage, and then just gently. The point that was being made that I completely agree with is when you start having a lot of loose skin here, this windshield wiper motion, sometimes you're just dragging your skin along rather than the brush actually moving nicely over the skin. So, dabbing it and then maybe lightly moving it around is better for the more aging lid. But if you have a high quality eyeshadow like this Natasha Denona shadow, it is likely to, blend really nicely even if you're using the window wiper technique. Okay, so the previous brush that I was using, to just sort of get the shadow all over as a base was my MAC 217. Now I'm going to go in with this here, my MAC 221. I'm going to also use transition, but I'm going to try and create some dimension by adding more color right here where my hooded eye is, to give it more of that receding dimension, kind of camouflaging the hooded eye in the process, we hope. Not that there's anything wrong with, hooded eyes. They're gorgeous, but, it is kind of nice if you want to play around with makeup to try and create the dimension. So let's give it a try.
I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you because now I see we were meant to be.
It is building up very nicely, which is giving me a lot of hope that this 2 eyeshadow technique might actually be very successful. Okay, I'm going to try and create even more dimension with this transition shade by using another brush. This will be one of my Sigma brushes. I'm going to go back in with transition and try to create even more dimension by using this shadow brush here. This is my Sigma E34, just to try and get a little more darkness on the outer edges of my eye, just to give it some more dimension. I'm going to use this same Sigma brush to put the transition shadow on my lower lid. So it is proving to be quite buildable, and I think that's a testament to Natasha Denona's eyeshadows, which are really good quality. Let's go ahead and get started with the sparkle and some blending and finish up with our final look. Okay, so next I'm going to go into this color here in Mia. I'm going to use my finger to put it on the inner corner towards the center of my mobile lid. That really is such a pretty color. Now, I'm going to go in with this smaller eyeshadow brush just to blend it into the corner and add a little bit to the inner corners of my eye. Finally, I'm going to go back in with my MAC 217 and just kind of blend everything together. And I will try to get those flyaway eyebrow hairs to stay up. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara and some eyeliner and come back to you guys with the final look. So this is the final look. I'm really happy with it. I think that the key to this is that the matte transition shade, it's actually called transition, the shade name, is very buildable. So you can create the dimension, that I like to do with the shadow on my lid. And the shimmer, it is also buildable. The more you pack it with your finger, the more metallic-y or shimmery it becomes. So, I might want to put a little more on the center and just kind of taper it off as I get down towards the inner corners of my eye. But I'd love to hear your opinions on what you guys think of the look. I like it enough that I think I would go out and buy the Essential Duo a smaller palette so that I could bring it on vacation or just grab it in a pinch. So looking forward to sales and doing some Natasha Denona shopping. Until next time, take care. Have a great day. Bye.